Love you, Mandy.
Domino's knows a thing or two about delivery. So when we saw people
Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Matt Ryan, a longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Escaping the pressure right. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players and one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. The numbers for Jones last week, he was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Brady Jarrett on the stop. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Packers.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 15 carries, 56 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now it's Peterson. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Jones. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
38-yard line.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Packers.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And some room to roam now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On second down, it's Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Packers 10, Falcons 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
At the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. try the sweep to Jones. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
A gain of 7.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He gives to Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half. But out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Just following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still first down.
Now Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
The ball carrier.
In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
29-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
More. Tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Jones. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
By the Packers.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. He was 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A gain of 20.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. But it's brought in by Washington. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers flushed out, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 2nd down at 7. To throw again is Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Justin Rohrwasser on.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Rams who come in and get the victory on the road. 27-21, your final. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. On third down, here's Jones. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26.
Now it's Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. On 3rd down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him now 1,062 catches in his career, and I'm looking at the list here. That ties him with Andre Johnson.
And I wonder if you ever wrote Andre Johnson's name down and that number and said, that's where I'm trying to go. That's what I'm trying to get to. If so, congratulate yourself. You are there. That means you rank amongst the best that have ever done it.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that'll set him back 5. Throwing is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice and sure tackle.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, That's a big day.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. From the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Kellen, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs. Taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Kelly. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 46.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Makes the score Packers 27.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 31, Ryan, a slant to Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
To Julio Jones.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Ryan will throw again. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Jones. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep.
And he coughed it up. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So we've got a challenge our referee's going to take.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll run with Jones. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there'll be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game,
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Aaron Rodgers sacked. A fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Complete.
A lot. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And 10 at the 13-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yard pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still 3rd down.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And they'll try again down here with Kelly. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun. Love. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Falcons.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're running with Gurley. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Tackle made at the 20.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
They'll go again with Kelly. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, Jones. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Come on, dog!
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on Situations, you can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
On the carry is Kelly. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Another carry.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Tonight,
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they suffered